1. Learn the basics of nonverbal communication. One study found that nonverbal communication accounted for 55% of how an audience perceived a presenter. That means that the majority of what you say is communicated not through words, but through physical cues. To communicate clearly and confidently, adopt proper posture. Avoid slouching, folding your arms or making yourself appear smaller than you are. Instead, fill up space you are given, maintain eye contact and, if appropriate, move around the space. 2. You have to over-communicate just to communicate. In 1990, a graduate student at Stanford University was able to prove that presenters overestimate how much listeners understand. In a study that becomes known as the tappers and the listeners, one set of participants was asked to tap the melody of 120 famous songs. The other participants were asked to guess what song was being tapped. Tappers estimated that 50% of the songs tapped would be correctly identified. In reality, only 2.5% of songs were correctly identified. 3. Avoid relying on visual aids. Steve Jobs instituted a rule at Apple that banned all PowerPoint presentations. Similarly, Sheryl Sandberg instituted a PowerPoint ban on Facebook. Both leaders realized that PowerPoint presentations can hinder rather than help communication. Be prepared to use words, compelling storytelling, and nonverbal cues to communicate your point with the audience. Avoid using visual aids unless absolutely necessary. 4. Ask for honest feedback. As with most leadership skills, receiving honest feedback from peers, managers, and members of your team is critical to becoming a better communicator. If you regularly solicit feedback, others will help you to discover areas for improvement that you might have otherwise overlooked. 5. Engage the audience in discussion. Regardless of how compelling the speaker is, all audiences have limited attention spans. To become a more effective communicator, make presentations and discussions interactive. Ask the audience a question. Encourage people to call out their thoughts during a brainstorming session or at the very least ask hypothetical questions to stimulate the audience. Please leave your comments or feel free to discuss in the comments section. Your feedback will be appreciated. Thanks for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe.